This is the delay Llama Xtreme from Jam Pedals. Go watch somewhere else. All these things. So without anything on, just a delay. Turn the level all the way up. Let's see how that sounds. So everything I play is way louder in the first delay. Try to get it down to unity. So I have the tap at eighth notes and about the level is about a third of the way down. Let's turn it to like only a third up. Okay, I'm going to turn, I've got the repeats about halfway, but there's an internal pot that I tweaked a little bit so I could get more fine grain. Like I turned down the max repeats inside so that I could get a little bit finer grain control of the repeats. Okay, it's about a third of the way, 2/3 up from 0. This is okay. So now I'm gonna turn the level up. Level's about 2/3 of the way up. So one weird thing about this pedal is that if you have level about unity and you play it, you can hear this ticking. It's just it goes away if you play some more, but then it depends on what you're playing, and if you have any high-pitched noise, now it's going to take over. So I turn the repeats down. But if you play notes low again, it like kind of overpowers them. I'm going to turn the level down, like so it's like straight up. See how that goes. So with the really high repeats, it works sometimes, and sometimes you get this really it's like it depends on what gets kind of caught. And like you can't turn the repeats up all the way. I'll show you what that sounds like. So right away, if you turn the repeats up, you get way out of control. So I don't know, like there's some let's see. So now the level's up really high. I'm not really getting any feedback, but now the level's coming in too much. Turn the level down to, again, about 2/3 up, like 1 o'clock. Turn the division down to quarter notes. So I've noticed that quarter notes don't have as much. They don't feed back as much because I think a lot of the delays aren't like overlapping as much, which kind of makes sense. And then there's a tap button that you can hold, and if you hold the tap button, it will. It's supposed to like give you feedback or whatever. And there you go. It's interesting with these chips. So even though, and so I'm holding down the tap button, so it's like doing it, I think that's like cranking up the number of repeats. The thing that doesn't happen here is that it's like if you play again, it resets the chip. So there's something, I don't fully understand how that works technically, but anyway, so yeah, so basically when this thing feeds back, it just gets a really high, like high-pitched feedback. So I'm gonna crank up the repeats. I'm gonna get it to do feedback. I'm gonna turn the volume down, and then there's some interaction between the level and the repeats. That like if the level's the level impacts, well, clearly how much I guess is getting fed back into the chips. But I'm going to crank up the repeats, and now I'm gonna turn down the level so it doesn't like get too loud, and I'm gonna mess with the tempo or sorry, the time knob and see how that sounds. So I think you could get it to self-oscillate and maintain a lot longer if you crank up that number of repeats inside. But then I find it harder to control the feedback in general. So then I don't know, I'd have to mess around with that some more. I'm going to try, so there's some other modes in here. The first mode is to give modulation, add modulation to the delay. So I turned up the depth and I turned up the speed all the way, and this is what it sounds like. And now you can kind of like tap. So what is cool with these delays is you can tap the tap tempo while you're playing, and if you do it like kind of just randomly, you can get weird pitch bends. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna turn the depth down all the way. The speed's up all the way. You can kind of hear a little bit of that modulation. It's kind of like you're scared of it. Like it's almost scared of a ghost. And I'm gonna turn the modulation depth all the way back up, and then turn the speed down. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this tap tempo thing again. There's like a slap back, and I'll go back to my. I'm going to try this with Kill Dry. So it should. I don't know. Let's try that. So this is cutting out my dry signal. Let's try turning the tap or the repeat speed way down. So I have the speed way down. It's really weird. So I have Kill Dry on, my dry signal's not coming through. I have the speed as fast as it goes. I've got the depth all the way up, but the speed of the modulation is all the way down. So you're hearing almost like almost the repeat is coming in. It's my guitar song, and you're hearing like a random modulation. I'm gonna turn the speed up. Okay, the speed's halfway up. Now so it's almost like So what I was doing there was I had to turn the volume way down because it was basically I'm going deaf. I turned the repeats way up. Time is all the way down, or the fastest repeats. And it's like with the repeats up too much, it's like it's feeding back right away. And I can make it do that by holding the tap. But essentially what I have here is like I have a vibrato pedal. Not that you ever want this. It's kind of cool. Now I think if I turn the Kill Dry off, I'll have a chorus. It's kind of cool. turn the level up and the repeats down. I'm going to turn the speed all the way up on the modulation. I turn the dry signal off. This is just a vibrato pedal. Okay, so this is with speed like a quarter of the way up. It's at 9 o'clock. Depth is at noon, and time is all the way down. So like 7 o'clock. I'm gonna increase the delay time. All right, so that's that mode. I'm gonna try the. I'm gonna try that was modulation. I'm gonna try the tape mode. So this is supposed to add like warble. And tap this out. Turn the level up to noon. Level's at 2. I turned off the dry signal. And now you can adjust the amount of warble. Let's turn that all the way down. I had to stop there and come back. I was turning the wrong knob. So to adjust these levels, you have to hold an Alt button and twist the knobs. And the way it's done is backwards from what I would expect. So first off, with the modulation, the level control, the alternate control for level, does the speed, and the alternate control for the repeats does the depth, which maybe makes sense. I guess I see R and then I think rate, and so like I know it's repeats, but I don't know. I guess it's just odd for the amount of warble for the tape. It's Alt and L. So here's with warble all the way down, and I have just no dry signal. So you can hear it. Now the warble's all the way up. I'm going to turn my dry signal back on. going to try the dotted eighths for fun. Didn't. It's okay. All right. So the next mode is kind of doing what I was doing by tapping. It's randomly changing. I think it's trying to be melodic, but changing the changing the speed of the delay. And I don't think that there's any adjustment for this. And I'm going back to the eighth note division. I'm going to tap this one out. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I'm going to crank the speed up. Okay, now I turned the delay time way up. I think a lot of people like this with the dry signal off. This is cool. Watch out for feedback. Okay, so the last mode is a bunch of pitch shifting. I don't know. Let's just mess around. I'm going to try like L and R all the way off. All right, that's pattern 1, I guess. Okay, I like that. That's octaves. I'm gonna try the others, which are like seconds, fourths, fifths, ninths, and just see how they sound. Yeah. This is seconds. I don't like that one. I'm gonna try to keep going. That was fourths. This is fifths, I think. I'm gonna try a different pattern. going to turn the repeats down so to try to get just like one repeat. That's with the eighth notes. I'm going to go to quarter notes. Actually, I lied. I went to dotted eighth notes. 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm going to try another pattern here. I'm going to quarter notes. I don't like this one, but I'm going to turn the dry signal off and see if that helps. All right. I'm going to try the so the fifth pattern is different. I'm going to go to the ninths just to see what that sounds like. That's the anyway. Hold on, I'm going to turn the dry signal on. I'm going to try to turn the speed up. Right, I'm on the same pattern. I'm on like the third pattern. I'm gonna go down back to the octaves. All right, I'm gonna try with fifth actually. And I don't know what pattern I'm on. I'm holding down the tap. I'm going to bring the repeats up. Okay, I turned the tap at the division is at eighth notes, but I'm tapping pretty fast. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, if I turn it back to the second, I'm going to try turning it to the second, so where it's hitting the second and the ninth of whatever note I'm hitting, and I think it's going to sound like a vibrato. And of course, as soon as I did that, it started that feedback. I had to turn the repeats down. Okay, I'm going to try a different pattern. I'm just going to go through some different patterns. So I think the patterns are something like, so one's like, you know, and one's like, something like that. All right, so the last mode to try is a 5-note sequencer. So there's patterns. You turn the level control all the way up, well, alt control all the way up, and then the rate control controls which pattern you're picking. So we'll just mess around with that. Here's going into pattern mode and then trying the first pattern. I'm going to tap out something a little slower. 2, 3, 4. This is in 8th note mode. I'm going to go to the next pattern. This is the third pattern. Well, okay, fourth pattern. I'm going back to quarter notes. I'm going to turn the level up. Turn the repeats down a little. I'm going to try... So that's with the time all the way down, like the... So I got the dry signals off, and I have, this is the second pattern. So I'm turning the dry signal back on. It's hard. I don't know. 2, 3, 4. Pitch shifting is hard. Here's the fifth pattern. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna tap out quarter notes, and I got the dotted eighths on. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So So the sequences are tough because you don't really know where you're at in the sequence. I'm going to go back to just octaves or fifths or something. One, two, three, four. I don't know what that pattern is. Trying the second pattern. I think you gotta go fast on these if you want them to sound cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get the level down to about 10, and then I turn my repeats pretty far up. And so you get up high, and then it's gonna get out of control. So the last thing I wanted to do, I forgot to do, I think, was just see how fast or how slow this thing can do repeats. Let's turn it all the way down. It's kind of a reverb sound there. Now just I'm gonna slowly turn it up a little, about a quarter of a way or so each time. Okay, we're about halfway up now. Real quick, I want to flip the little tap tempo division thing. Okay, I'm about 2 o'clock. I'm gonna go up to like 4. That was pretty much max, so here's max. It feels like you can, if you want to play some like Bach or something. It sounds like there's almost 2 guitars if you want. Okay, that's it. I didn't plug in any. I didn't plug in any expression pedal. I think you can kind of figure out this pedal if you change the tap tempo or the rate or repeats and any of that. You can adjust. It's just adjusting the knob. So I don't know that I benefit from having a trail switch. I'm not also sure I benefit from like a kill dry switch. Definitely, I like the different tap tempo switches. I find that in general, I've only had 2 jam pedals so far. I have a waterfall. I think that they could add a couple more knobs. I think it would be nice to not have to control the modulation through an alt switch. But I get why they did that. I don't find actually having. I do like having, I guess, a time knob because then you can kind of get down there. You could do some weird stuff. But the problem I have with this pedal is like you can turn the time knob and you can get like feedback on the repeats, but it's really high pitched. So whatever you get is going to be like, I don't know. I may get in and try some more. There's an internal switch that allows you to kind of set the max repeats, but I don't know that I would be able to use it. It just seems like there's no place where I can like have a controllable feedback and be able to mess around with the time. It's just very difficult to control, and that's what I like. I like to be able to get down and mess with knobs every once in a while, or get feedback from holding have a hold switch that when I hold it down, it can get wild. I think it sounds cool, and it's also a little big, so it's kind of a disappointing thing. I like that the other thing about this that I didn't mention earlier. So there's 4 presets, and the problem with that is the presets hold the tap tempo, which I would not want. I would like the preset to hold the division, but then when I switch to a preset, I want it to store the tap tempo I'm currently at, but it's a trade-off. I get why people don't want that, because if one of your presets is like a slapback delay, then you want the delay time really short, and you don't want it to be long based on your what you tapped in. But then the trade-off is that like if you wanted to do like one is the tape echo and one is the analog with modulation, then when you switch presets, it's like now I have to re-tap in. You couldn't really do it live in a song. There's a pedal that I no longer have, but the Empress Effects, you can actually select like, oh, I want this tap tempo to be tied to the preset as like a local tap tempo, and that you would use for slapback. And then one you could say, oh, I want to save this preset but use the global tap tempo. And I get why they can't do it here. I mean, they'd have to add a switch or something. There's no way to really say in the preset. All right, final thoughts. I don't know. The sounds in this are weird in the sense that you can get all kinds of sounds out of it. You got modulation and analog delay. That's what I really, right now, I'm looking for in a pedal. This one has it. There's something, I guess I feel like this pedal should have a low-pass filter because things can get so out of control. So I wish that was in this pedal. And I don't think what I would like, I really want, I guess, that analog sound where it's got like a weird, after a while it degrades. And then, and it sounds analog in the sense that, I mean, it's a circuit, right? It degrades and gets a little bit like crushed maybe. Maybe a little distorted. But I don't want it to feedback. So I want to have like a bunch of repeats. I want really strong repeats. That's the one thing I want out of this pedal that I'm not getting. I also would like it to be easier to like mess with the feedback and the time. And so I like everything about it. I think you can get some weird stuff out of it. The modulation sounds good. But I don't know, for me, I don't know if it kind of has enough repeat juice in it. So anyway, see ya.